Hello,
Hi, is that Lucinda?
speaking.
Hi, I'm the practice manager for surgery. One of the girls just said there that you had responded back by email there that you couldn't get through.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I just wanted to have a wee chat with you. Lucinda, the girls who monitor the reception email now had sent through a copy of the email that you'd sent in on Monday morning. It was addressed to.
yeah.
So I just wanted to have a wee chat with you about it.
Okay.
Um, just looking through it, I mean, I'm not quite sure if you're making a complaint or if it's just, if it was for the doctor's information or whatever. But I deal with complaints within the practice, and I'm not quite sure what it is that you wanted me to do with it. Probably what I would be advising at this point is if it's the next step would be if you want to make a complaint, I can send you through, or you can pick up our complaints procedure and form. And if you want to make a formal complaint about your experience here with the doctor, until I receive it, I can't really, pursue like an investigation. So that would be our practice protocol. Do you think that that's something that you want to do?
No, if I wanted to lodge a complaint, I would have done it last year when she behaved so badly. I'm
Right.
just,
Okay.
it was just as stated in the subject for the attention of Dr. was for her attention to make her aware that I am not going to keep playing this silly little dynamic that she keeps thrusting into our appointments. I avoid this woman at all costs. When I have to come into the surgery, I will. And that is exactly what's happening now. I have circumvented her for a year, taking care of my health in other ways because of her attitude. But there's no point in me lodging a complaint because no matter where I go within the Northern Trust, this attitude follows because I am an NHS whistleblower and I currently have the Northern Trust under investigation by NIPSO. So I just wanted her to know I'm not partaking in this dynamic. Don't disrespect me and please don't speak to me the way that she does. So I'm just calling it out. There's no point in me lodging a complaint. It will not go nowhere. I know that. And she needed to have the results that I was sending because she was absolutely disputing the credibility of Blue Crest and their results. And then, as it says in my emails, also then questioning the credentials of who is I don't know how else to say it, he's my cannabis doctor, I suppose, at my cannabis clinic. But that man has been qualified for over 20 years and is quite significant in his own field. I think it's quite disgusting that a GP would just be so bloody dismissive of genuine facts and information. I'm coming to her just asking for advice. I don't need her judgment. So that's all it
Well,
was
I mean,
because I thought
obviously,
I was
I
going to
will.
be in an appointment with her yesterday. I wasn't aware it was only for the treatment room. So I wanted to have the air cleared for when I came in so that she knew that I wasn't going to like be part of that silly dynamic of her ego trip.
Right. I mean, from my take on reading the email, Lucinda, I mean, it's fairly strongly worded towards Dr.
Well, it was
You
her
know,
conduct, of course.
some of the wording that you used, calling her arrogant, discriminative attitude, failure to heed you, various things. I mean, ultimately, Dr. obviously is also a very, very competent GP and has been qualified for many, many years. But
I'm not questioning her credentials.
yeah,
She's the
no, I
professional
appreciate
doing
that.
it.
Yeah, but I think the tone of the email. Now, listen, it was quite stabbing, and I know that Dr. was was quite annoyed about it, and obviously, it creates a situation. I would, it may lead her to feel quite uncomfortable. With just the nature of the vocabulary that you use throughout the email,
She was
and
uncomfortable. I'm sorry, did you read the part in the email where she was insisting on prescribing me amitriptyline? I am an epileptic. I had to ask her to check the side effects.
well, I mean, I can't comment on anything clinical.
No, but you
Obviously,
can obviously
Lucinda.
conduct on your defense of Dr. But when I'm here again, see, this is exactly what happens because I come and I state to you exactly what's happened, exactly how it's impacting me, and yet you dismiss it to go on the defense. This is exactly why I have the Northern Trust under investigation.
Oh, no, I'm not being dismissive in any
But
shape
you
or form.
are.
So that's why I'm reaching out to you to say that if you are happy to follow our formal procedure, then I can obviously investigate the whole thing further. But without that, it's not really given me much to go on here. I would need something in.
You've already shown me
writing.
with what you have got to go on that you're just going to go and defend Dr. So this is exactly why I didn't go and lodge a formal complaint. You've no idea what has gone on before, even before I've come to your practice, and you've no idea what's going on now. But I am well within my rights to have worded that email the way I did, and I am well within my rights to be very upset and annoyed that the fact that I have to absolutely just hold you to the wire every time to treat me fairly and lawfully and safely.
Okay, right. Well, I see that obviously we're not going to move forward with this at this point. I'm going to feed this information back to the GP partners, just as to I can obviously now only base my follow through this procedure based on our conversation now. So I will be having a chat with the GP partners around this, and we'll have our own internal investigation based just on the conversation that we've just had.
From what aspect? From what aspect?
Just basically, obviously it's very strongly worded towards the doctor, and I have to consider sort of how what her relationship moving forward.
Oh, sorry. Would you like evidence of her discrimination and everything else? Would you actually like the proof that I have? The proof that I also brought the NIPSO last year. The proof I also sent to the Department of Health last year. So if I really wanted to do anything with Dr. I would have already done it by now.
Well, I think this is my point, is that if if it's something you feel this strongly about, I would.
No, I feel strongly about the overall discrimination and abuse I keep enduring from the Northern Trust. She is a cog in a long line of people that are doing it.
Well, we're independent contractors, Lucinda.
Yeah, I know. That's why I also didn't lodge a complaint, because what would be the point? Because I've been there before when the last GP refused to fill in medical documents and I had my driver's license revoked. That's why I'm at your surgery. Do you see how it keeps following and happening? That was unlawful. It was unlawful behaviour.
Okay, that's fine. But as I said, if you're not willing to engage with me in this procedure, then, as I say, I will take.
Hold on a second, though. You're the one that's now instigating a procedure. I didn't want nothing to do with it. All I said was I wanted to clear the air with Dr. because I wasn't going to be playing in that dynamic anymore. I shouldn't have to come in and ask her to check the side effects of medications just to ensure I'm safe. But then she can go and question the credentials of other doctors that have actually been treating me very well for the past 2 years with no attitude that she gives.
Okay, so I mean, you're saying that you sent this email to clear the air, but that you're accusing her of failing to take you seriously. You're saying that that due to your discriminative attitude, it's very strong. It's strongly worded. Probably
right.
Just a conversation.
Sorry. If you walk into a GP office and you meet them face to face for the first time and they say to you, "Oh, you look like a normal person," what do you take from that? Did you just laugh?
Pardon?
Did you just laugh?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
So what would you take from a GP saying to you, "You look like a normal person"?
Well, I can't comment on a conversation that Dr. Thompson had with you at any point because I wasn't there, Lucinda. So
I know, but I'm trying to get you to understand my perspective, and now you're coming at me telling me that you're going to have to go and have a meeting with the practice board and everything else because I had the audacity to hold Dr. to account for her disgraceful behaviour.
Okay, well, look, I don't think we're getting anywhere with this. So, as I said to you, I think what the next step is that I'll bring this information back to the GP partners, and I'll be in touch with you after this. But that there's a.
And what can happen after this? Then what could happen?
Well, all I need to do is feed this back to the partners. I mean, that you sent the email through. I'm not quite sure what you expected us to do with it, but
pass it to Dr. Thompson, and that was it. Give her the results, the medical results that were within it.
Well, to be honest with you, Lucinda, as I said, the wording is fairly strong and offensive to the doctor as well. So as I say, it's something we're just going to have to sit down together just to see how we move forward with this. So I think that's really all I have to say today. But I will feed this back to the GP partners, and I will be in touch with you once I've had a meeting with them.
Okay.
Okay then.
All right.
Thanks very much for taking the call now. Thank
Thanks.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.